घनश्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, घनश्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, नंद आनंद राधे गोविंद, नंद आनंद राधे गोविंद, राधे गोविंद श्याम गोविंद, राधे गोविंद श्याम गोविंद, श्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, घनश्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, घनश्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, घनश्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, गोपी मनोहर राधे गोविंद,
गोपी मनोहर राधे गोविंद,
गोपी मनोहर राधे गोविंद,
गोपी मनोहर राधे गोविंद,
नवनीत छोरा आनंद चंदा,
नवनीत चोरा
आनंद चंदा, श्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, घनश्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, घनश्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, घनश्याम मुकुंद मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी, राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारी,
राधे गोविंद कृष्ण
मुरारी।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
पितृमातृ स्वामी सदा हमारे
तो स्वामी सदा हमारी Just one stand please
नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
ठाकुर हमारे प्राणों से प्यारे ठाकुर हमारे प्राणों से प्यारे तुम हो हमारे हैं हम तुम्हारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
ठाकुर हमारे प्राणों से प्यारे तुम हो हमारे हैं हम तुम्हारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
चैया चुरैया माखन चुरैया दोनों की भैया तुम ही के भैया हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा So you can have your seats now, please.
हरे मुरारी हे
Please
नाथ
have your seats.
नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
तुमसे है धरती तुमसे है अंबर अगले पवन और समुद्र समंदर हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा गोविंद मेरो है, गोपाल मेरो है,
गोविंद
गोविंद
मेरो है, गोपाल मेरो है,
मेरो है,
गोपाल मेरो है,
श्री भाग्य बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है,
श्री भाग्य बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है,
गोविंद मेरो है, गोपाल 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 मेरो है.
So dear friends, family, loved ones, Namaste, Sitaram, Assalamu Alaikum this morning. On behalf of the Harrylal family, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you and thank you for being here this morning and giving your support to this family at this time and for giving all your love that will be needed as our dear sister, Geeta Beharry-Harrylal. It's the last time we'll be seeing this physical body of Geeta. So at this time, we have the commencement of the ceremonies, the Antyeshti Sanskar ceremonies that will be done. So we'd like to hand over to Pandit Shamdev Maharaj Ji.
प्रेम से बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र की जय. Jai Sitaram. Let us all stand as we commence the Antyeshti Sanskar of Geeta Beharry-Harrylal. We clasp our hands and we pray to that universal master. At this point in time, all we can do is pray for her. गणेशाय नमः. ऐं क्लीं सरस्वत्यै नमः. श्री गुरवे नमः. Om Yas Sri Vishnu Bhagavan, to bless the soul, bless the Atma with the peace of final liberation. Om Anadhino Dhana Vishnu Shankha Chakra Gadadharam Apado Pundarikaksham Pritogati Samudabhava. Vishantagara. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudha Marutaha Stunvante Davyaistavai Vedai Sangha Parakramora Panishadai Gayanate Yama Samaga Dhyana Vastita Tadagati Namasa Pashyanati Yama Yogino Yasyantamana Virasura Suragana Devaya Tasme Namaha. Om Prem se bolo Vrindavan Sri Krishna Chandra ki jai. Ram Nam Satya hai. Please take your seats.
Let us all join as we sing. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है.
Members of the family and children of the rishis, that includes everyone else. Jai Sitaram. Well, as we all know, this today is a very sad day in the life of this family, and we have offered chandan malas, we have offered a piece of gold. The goal is to pay gratitude to the devatas presiding over the 5 elements that the body comprises of. The mala is love and devotion. So we clasp our hands as I do a few slokas from Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, and then I do a bhajan. Na asato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate satah. Om na enam chindanti shastrani na enam dahati pavakah. Na kridyanti apo na sochati marutah. न जायते म्रियते वरा कजन न यं भूत्वा भवित्वा न भूया अजो नित्यं शाश्वतोऽयं न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे ॐ यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरा तत्र श्री विजयो भूते ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्ममा मन मना भाव मन भक्तो मर्याजे माम नमस्कुरु ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय गीता गंगा च गायत्री सीता सत्य सरस्वती ब्रह्मबली ब्रह्म विद्या त्रिसंध्या मुक्ते गेहिनी अर्धमात्रा चिदानंद भवघनी भयनाशिनी वेदत्रयी परा अनंत तत्व अर्थ ज्ञान मंजरिम ओम वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय राम नाम सत्य है. So we had Ramayana satsang for the past 3 nights, and these verses I introduced it in the katha to inform and to educate the family members and all those who attended. So we must understand one thing in life. The first thing is, we are not here forever. Sometimes people see everyone passing away and they never give a thought, well, one day I will pass away also. So the body comprises of 5 elements. This is the human body. We have been blessed to receive this human body. Together with the 5 elements, the 5 senses, the 5 karma indriyas, the 5 jnana indriyas, the man, the mind, the intellect, the buddhi, and the ego is there. That is the complete package of the human body. And above all, the Atma, God consciousness, that divine spark of that universal master is equal in each and every one of us. No one is greater than the other. No one is better than the other. Because every single person has that spark of divinity that gives them their own greatness. So we are all great. So nasato vidyate bhava na bhava vidyate sataha. The moment we are born in this world and birth takes place, it's already written. We are not aware. the time we will pass away. But we are not aware. So, nasato videte bhavo, whatever is unreal perishes. The human body is unreal, always blessed. It's the best form to have, but it does not live forever. It is perishable. It dies one day. But what remains and what is present here is the Atma. And the Atma is Avinashi, indestructible, eternal, everlasting, a divine spark of Krishna Bhagavan. That's the Atma. And the Atma is the greatest reality. Nothing can be compared to the Atma. It is aprameya. It is incomparable. So too the universal master is incomparable. So what is unreal perishes. What is real and reality, it is Avinashi. Na enam chindanti shastrani, na enam dahati pavakaha, na kledianti apo, na sochati marutaha. The Atma that departed from this body, from Gita's body, the Atma cannot be destroyed when the body is cremated. The wind cannot dry it, the water cannot wet it, the earth cannot swallow it. Right? The ether, the Akash cannot destroy it. No Shastra, no weapon can destroy the Atma. None at all. Because the Atma is God, is a spark of divinity. Najayate mriyate vadakat karachin ayam bhutva bhavitva na bhuya. And the third point on it in chapter 2 is that you and I have a date of birth. And a day will pass away we are not aware of. And that's the day we pass away. That's the end. The sun sets there. So we have a sunrise and a sunset. But the Atma was manifesting, and it was alive before she took birth. Similarly, all of us, the Atma existed before we came into the world. In this human body, Manushya Sharir. The Atma existed during the course of her life for 52 years. And the Atma still exists now. So that is the courage and the strength based on Bhagavad Gita, Sunil, Sachin, and Sanjay, and Vishnu. That is the knowledge that we need. When we have that knowledge, Asochayana sochastvam pragya vajancha bhashase gatasun agatasuncha nanu sochante panditaha. And Lord Krishna speaking to Arjuna, and he says, when you have this gyan and this knowledge, no one will grieve, neither for the living or who passed away. Because having that knowledge, you have become elevated spiritually, and you understand what is birth and death. You understand that's life. No, that's easy for me to see. Right? When my father passed away, I know all that knowledge. But tears will come. There will be grief. There will be sadness. That's normal. We are human beings. Nothing is wrong if we grieve and we cry. Nothing is wrong with that. Let it out. So, Tulsidas writes, and he says, Shanama marana sabha sukha dukha bhoga anilabha priya nilana viyoga janama marana sabha sukha dukha bhoga anilabha priya nilana viyoga Kala karama basa oye gosai Kala karama basa oye gosai Barbas raat divas ki nai Barbas raat divas ki nai. Let me hear your voices.
Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Mangala Bhavana Amangala Hari Prabhu Sudasharata Ajira Bihari Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Niramala Manajana So Mohi Pava Mohi Kapata Chala Chedaran Pava Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Syavar Ramchandra Ki Jai Ram Nam Satyai So Janama Marana Sabha Sukha Dukha Bhoga. In our lives there is Janam, there is birth. We are born, we have families born, we have children are born. Janamarana Sukha Dukha. There is Sukha. There is happiness in our life, but there is Dukha too. Sukha Dukha Bhoga. That we have those experiences in life. Hani Labha Priya Milana Yoga. We also have Hani. We have losses. Whether it's loss of family, loss of financial loss of something. Hani Labha Priya Milana Yoga. And in this life, we have meeting, good relationship with people, and we meet them. And we also have separation. Hani Labha Priya Milana Yoga. And all these are in like day and night. Day and night changes. Day and night changes. And they are controlled by Kalahi Karmahi, by time and by our karmas. So Tulsidas is unfolding to us and telling us this. So when Sri Ram was consoling Tara in Ramayana, as I said last night, when he was consoling Tara, he said, look, he's telling Tara, look at Bali. And he's lying there as if in eternal sleep. And Sri Ram told Tara that if you have the Divya Drishti, the eyes to see, you will see the soul and the Atma right here. And there is in Ramayana where it is written, Chiti Jalapavaka Gagana Shamira Pancharachita Yaha Adhama Sharira. As I said a while ago, this certifies it in Ramayana that the body comprises of 5 elements. When the Atma and all the accompaniment departs from the body, when the body drops like a mala drop from an elephant, right? And everything departs. Now we have a Suksham Sharir. That's the size of the thumb that you and I cannot see. And that Suksham Sharir is present and witnessing everything. Right? And Chitijalak Pavaka Pancharachit. And when that happens and the body dies, then Tulsidas is writing, he says, it has gone to a lower state of existence. Lower state. It means it's not like you and I, with all the respect to the person, but death has occurred. So this is what he is saying. Now the body has gone to a lower status, from alive to passed away. So we now sing a bhajan. और के दुख हरो है तुम्हारे हमार भी दुख हरो गोपाल और के दुख हरो है तुम्हारे हमार भी दुख हरो गोपाल और के दुख हरो है तुम्हारे हमार भी दुख ओ बनवारी ओ बनवारी बनवारी श्याम मुरारी, ओ बनवारी कृष्ण मुरारी, नाथ नगर नंदलाल हमारे दुख हरो हरि। नाथ नगर नंदलाल हमारो दुख हरो हरि। दुख हरो है तुम्हारे, हमारे भी दुख हरो गोपाल। और के दुख हरो है तुम्हारे, हमारे भी दुख हरो गोपाल। ओ बनवारी, ओ बनवारी श्याम मुरारी, ओ बनवारी कृष्ण मुरारी, नाथ नगर नंदलाल हमारे दुख हरो हरि। नाथ नगर नंदलाल दुख हरो हरि। प्रेम से बोलो वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। That chant, and we ask Krishna Bhagwan to remove our dukh, remove our problems and difficulties. Bless us with strength, O Krishna Murari, O Shyama Murari. Bless us with strength and courage. Bless his family with strength and courage and determination, so they can actually, they can understand and they can move on in life. So now I will speak our Gita. I have known this family for the past 24 years, 25 years. A wonderful family. I always thought that Sunil mom was Geeta mom. They had such a wonderful relationship. Both Sunil, his sons, his mother, and right, Nalini, or Anura, right, Nirmala and Nalini and Veera, this entire family. And I had known their dad also, a wonderful person, a wonderful speechwriter, if you know him. And a very simple, a very humble, a very loving person, a very honest person, a very devoted person. Devoted to her mother, to her mother-in-law, to her husband, to her siblings, to her sister-in-laws, to her children. Her children and her husband. That's her life. That's the person. And you're looking at these two boys here, and Sunil, overflowing with love. I have been doing Panditai for the past 35, 36 years. And it's the first morning, the morning of a funeral ceremony. A son will pick up the phone and call me. He made me emotional. And he said, Pandit, I need to pray for her. That is the love. So I said, put on the phone and speaker, and I will pray, and you will go along with me. That's the love they have for their mom and their dad. That's love. So the love she had for her children, the truth that she spoke, the karmas that she put in place, the dharma she put in place also, and her devotion to her job, her devotion to her husband and her children and her family, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, everyone. Chala Lakshmi, Chala Prana, Chala Ye Jivata Mandare, Chala Chala Tu Sansare. Okay, she has departed. Chala Lakshmi, one day your wealth and my wealth will leave us. Chala Prana, the life has left her. One day the life will leave us. This is an eye-opener. Chala Chala Tu Sansare. one day we will no longer be walking on Prithvi Mata on this earth. We will leave this world, sansara. Dharmo ekahi nischalang. Where you see the dharma you and I put in place and the good karmas, that will precede us until the next janam. Chalanti mero chalanti tara ravi chandra lagnam karabi kalam prithvi chalanti satpurush vakyam nabhi chalanti dharma. Chalanti mero, the mountains will go, the moon will go, the stars will go, the sun will go one day in pralay. Sat Purush Vakyam Nabhi Chalanti Dharma. The Sat Purush Vakyam, the words of you and I, the dharma we put in place, that will never disappear. That will take us to another janam in another time. And 2 slokas again. And I did this last night, so I would not. Bade bhagya manushatana pava, suda durlabha sadagranta nagawa. We have been blessed with this human body. Bade bhagya manushatana pava, manushatana suda durlabha sadagranta nagawa. Bade bhagya manushatana pava, manushatana pava, sudadurlabha sadagranta nagawa, granta nagawa, sadhana dhama moksha karadvar, sadhana dhama moksha karadvar, pahina tevar loka savara, loka savara rama, loka savara.
Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Prince Bolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki jai. In a nutshell, we have been blessed to have this human body. Make the best of it. She made the best of us. Make the best of it. Don't wait and say tomorrow, 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 because tomorrow will never come. And we clasp our hands. Mana Ram Milana ka safar, Mana Ram Milana ka safar, Siya Ram Milana, Radhe Shyam Milana, Nanda Govinda Anandam, Mana Ram Milana ka safar, Mana Ram Milana ka safar, Siya Ram Milana, Radhe Shyam Milana, Nanda Govinda Ananda. Govinam. Hey mana, oh mine. Rama Milana Kasafara. One day you and I will meet Sri Ram. Let us meet Sri Ram every day in our lives. And we will meet Sri Ram in the end of our lives. Siya Rama Milan, Radhe Shyama Milan. We will have a meeting with Radha Krishna and Sita and Ram. As Tulsidas in the end of Ramayana says, he says, Lavanimesha Paramano Yoga. Lavanimesha Paramano Yoga. Varasha Kalpa Sarachana. Bhajasina Mana Tehi Ram hai. Kalu Jasuko Dandasiya. Pati Ramachandra Ji ki Jai Sharanam. Lavanimesha Paramanu Yoga. That time, that sometimes we say we don't have time, I run out of time, I don't have time, I am busy. You know, we're all busy. I am busy too. Lavanimesh. That Sri Ram says, you see that bow and that arrow? It is second, it is minute, it is hour, it is day, it is week, it is the month, it is the year, it is the yuga, it is the age, it is the kalp. That is time. And hey man, one day we will meet the Maker. She will meet her Maker. She will meet the Universal Master. Advaishta Sarva Bhutanam. My message to you is Advaishta Sarva Bhutanam. Seek God in everyone. Start there. Maitraha, be a friend to all. Karunam evam cha, be compassionate to all. That is in us. We worship Sri Ram. We say Ram Nam Satya hai. Sri Ram is embodiment of Satya. So speak the truth. We have to speak the truth because it is in us. We have that capacity. Right? We have the potential in us to speak the truth. So Advaishta Sarva Bhutana Maitra Karuna Evam Cha Nirmamo Nirhamkara. Remove the I and the I. This is mine. This title is mine. This wealth is mine. I have done this. One day the I and remove the Ahamkar. Ahamkar, I am the doer of everything. No, we are not the doer of everything. We are just the instrument. The Universal Master makes everything possible. Sama Dukha Sukha Chami. Sama Dukha Sukha. In Dukha, as here now, Dukha is problem, difficulties, right? And Sukha is happiness. We are, Krishna Bhagavan is saying, when there is Dukha and Sukha, remain one way. Remain neutral. Difficult to do. Remain neutral. Try your best, right? If you have to cry, cry. Let it out. But that is the dharma. Sama Dukha Sukha Chami. Prem se bolo Siyapati Ram Chandra ki Jai.
Babaji, friends, family, everyone, as we celebrate the life of our dear Geeta Beharry-Harrylal, Panditji has paid tribute to her as a guru, coming to this home, leading Sunil, Sanjay, Sachin, and everyone else. As we continue with the celebration of life for Geeta Beharry-Harrylal, Geeta led a tremendous career at 103.1 FM, the first, the finest. And to share thoughts celebrating her life, I invite Mr. Jason Corby, CEO of 103 FM.
Sitaram to everyone. Sunil, Sanjay, Sachin, the Beharry family, the Bihari family, the 103.1 FM family, the entire 103 FM family joins you at this time in celebrating the life of Geeta. As today we remember her, I will try as much as I can to compose myself, but this is unexpected and there's no way I could have prepared for this. Before I go forward though, I'd just like to make mention of our chairman, Mr. Henderson, who unfortunately could not make it this morning, but sends his condolences to the family. I ask you all one question. If you were told you had 1 year again, what will you do different? And I'll come back to that at the end. I had the honor, the privilege to work with Geeta for nearly 25 years. We definitely had a special bond. There was nothing we did not discuss. And when we got into the discussions, it could be hours. I can't explain what this is. This is unreal. But I know she'll give us the courage to continue. She was always a hard worker, very loyal, very generous. And it's clear that her dharma is evident here today by the amount of people, the amount of support that has been given to her and her family at this time. Permit me to mention, though, that we all have to basically admit that we're all not perfect. And it was always a joke with Geeta and I. And if I could just tell you all the joke. Geeta tried to drive me around a couple times, and it was not one of her strengths. The first time I got terrible whiplash, whip, breaks all the time. By the second drive, she got better. And by the third, I had to tell her, you know, you're doing better. You've done well. Congratulations. She also tried once to make me a cup of coffee. And I had to tell her, Geets, it's all right. That was the special relationship we had. I believe in everything happens for a reason. But this reason is a lot and deep one to swallow. I have many stories I could share with you all, both local and foreign, meaning when we went to Guyana and stuff like that. But I'll quickly go back to my question earlier. If we were given a date and time, how would we change our lives? How would we live our lives? For me, it'll be to get up, enjoy every day, and how could I contribute to be better, not only for myself, for all around me. That's all we could do in this lifetime. Be the best that we could be. Get better and better every day. And that's what Geeta did. Geeta, I will miss you so much. But I'm comforted in that I'll know that you will be with me, guiding me as you have always. I love you. Thank you.
In that context, giving the essence of Geeta's professionalism as well as her values. Another close person at 103 FM, Gyan Ramlugan, and we invite him to come forward and celebrate the life of Geeta.
Namaste and Sitaram to everyone. I would have liked to be given 21 days to talk about Geeta. However, I have a very short time. You know, in the Ramayana and the Bhagavad Gita, we'll read and we'll hear about stories of great people. Well, I lived a short life with a great person in Geeta Beharry-Harrylal. Geeta and I worked many, many years. I remembered when she came into 103, she was a very slim person. And she was very, you know, as Jason mentioned early on, she liked to get her job done, but she was employed in the direct department. And then at some point in time, she started to get fed up, and she said to me one day, she said, "I'm leaving this work, you know." I said, "Girl, you can't leave this work. Where you going?" She said, "No, I'm leaving this work. I don't like this job." And then there was a meeting between Jason and Mr. Henderson, and they had then employed her to work in the agency department. And my gosh, Geeta took off because I told Mr. Henderson the correct place for Geeta to work in this company is in the agency department. Why? I realized what Geeta had to offer. Now, last night, Pandit was doing his katha, and he spoke about this special stone called Parasmani. Some of you all will know, some will not know. Parasmani is a special stone. It says that when this stone touches metal, any kind of metal, it converts it to gold. Well, I lived with a Parasmani, a physical Parasmani in Geeta Beharry-Harrylal. And every single person who is here today, tell me that when Geeta touched your life, what happened in your life? Your life changed. Geeta and I would discuss so many things from a spiritual point of view, a religious point of view, business point of view, her life, her everything as a mother. And when I told her that, you know, I said, "Geets, you know, I'm a grandfather," she said, "Boy, I hope and I pray that I also become a grandmother." Yes, you will. And coming back to this Parasmani, Geeta would have related to me many, many instances in her life. And I'm sure so much people here today could attest to the fact that how she came into people's lives and how she changed people's life. And this is what I think if we are to live the legacy of Geeta, this is what we ought to do. One of the very special things about Geeta, as mentioned by Jason, we always make sure that we get the job done. If we had a project in 103 and there was a certain amount of money that had to come in, Geeta will call me and say, "You looking for so much, I will bring in so much." If I had a problem, I would call her. If she had a problem, she will call me. But we always ensure that, as Jason mentioned early on, every single project, and the thing about it is that Geeta's vision for 103 and for this country, I will tell you, is far past what we could even imagine. And I used to tell her, I say, "Girl, let me pull you down. You're going too high." This is just the way she was. And anything that she got involved in, she really ensured that it went to number one. You know? And I remember during the COVID time, the company was passing through a very difficult time. And Geeta called me and she said, Gyan, you know, we have to continue to ensure that we bring in sales in the company. Why? Her concern in 103, I'll tell you, and all to the employees, she always made sure the company had money to pay everybody at any month. She would call and she would say, Gyan, we have to ensure that our employees, our colleagues are paid in 103 FM. This was always her concern. And Geeta, today I know you cannot interact with us physically, but your soul is here and you are hearing us. The tremendous love that we have for you, I don't know how I will be moving forward in 103, to be quite honest with you, because anytime I had any situation, I used to call Geeta. Just the Tuesday before, Geeta called me and we spoke for more than half an hour on the phone, and I driving and I say, what blessing I have today that you talking for me for so long. Every time I trying to get you, you busy. She said, well, you know, you use Ganji, you know, so I have to talk to you today. And we spoke about so many difficult things. And when I got that phone call very early in the morning and I saw Geeta phone calling me, and I looked at the phone, I said, my goodness, Lord, don't tell me Geeta calling me to tell me something happened to Sunil. Because, you know, as a police officer was happening. And then he on the phone, and I'm hoping that he's going to say that Geeta went to the hospital. And when he gave me this tragic news, I just could not function. And then my wife got up and asked me what happened. And when I told her, she said, Geeta from your office? And the thing about it is that so many of her customers she interacted on the Tuesday with. And she told me, she said, Gyan, I'll call you on Wednesday morning. We had a project to do. And she said, I'll call you on Wednesday morning. Well, that call, I will still be waiting on that call, Geeta. If not in this lifetime, in the next lifetime. So again, we pray and we ask Bhagwan to shower blessings upon you. You are one of the most beautiful souls that I have ever met. You are one of the most admirable persons in this world that I have come to. And you know, today I will say boldly to everyone, and this is no joke, if God were to appear here today and ask me, what is your one wish? I will ask him to exchange our places. Because I feel that this woman had so much to offer to this country, to this family, and to our company, 103 FM. That we are robbed, we are short of it. But we understand from a spiritual point of view that when your time comes, maybe Bhagwan has something prepared up there and he probably have a new radio station and he need people to work it. He called Beam, he called Geeta, he called Rohini, he called Joe. So something is definitely happening in the heavens. But we know that Geeta place in heaven is well assured. And with these few words, I thank you all. With the family, we continue to be with you and cope with you all. Satya, Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Ram Nam Satya Hai. Geeta was a community person, very much a live wire in our village. She also served as a director on the Eldorado Consumers Cooperative. I invite Ms. Aunty Ramsahai, one of the directors, to share a few words coming from the cooperative.
Sitaram all. Panditji, previous speakers, all protocols observed. My name is Anthony Ramsahai. I'm the Vice President of the Board of Directors of the Eldorado Cooperative, where the late Mrs. Beharry-Harrylal served as a director. Geeta was the only female director on board at this time. Also, I've known Geeta personally for over 40 years. We has always have a good rapport. And I seek her advice on many issues. She also introduced me to the 103 Road Show, which I frequently, often, and always had a ball. She was always the life of the party. And we all know how Geeta liked to talk, so getting in her word was really, really kind of difficult sometimes. She was an inspiration to fellow villagers and was loved by all, especially her family. She was a strong and focused director who was very, very specific to her points she raised. She was soft-spoken but strategically focused on what she was saying, no matter what the challenges were. This was evident in the last meeting we had on November the 12th, where she stood out as a Shakti in the contribution she made. On hindsight, it seems as though a divine being was talking through you, Geeta, as your words still resonate among us, the directors of the board. Geeta, we know that death is a transition of the journey of life you have. You have done so many positive karmas which will go with you, as we pray that your journey takes you to the higher realm and you obtain moksha. We know that you will be sadly missed by your family, especially Sunil, your husband, and your children Sanjay and Sachin. While we have learned a lot from Geeta and her life, we must also not take life for granted. The saying, Kal ho na ho, tomorrow may never come, is a reality for all. We all need self-reflection, as we do not want regrets. We in the cooperative also share the grief with your family and pray that God give us all the strength to bear and come to terms with this loss. The village has lost a great soul, and I have lost a good friend. Grief has no end, but we substitute grief with memories, the good times, and love in our hearts that will never die. The heart will go on. Geeta, we pray that you sleep in the arms of an angel because you have owned it. Om Sagati. Thank you.
Om Satgati. At this time, I invite Akash, friend of the family, to celebrate the life of Geeta.
Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Palagi Panditji, dear friends and family, as we all gather here today to celebrate the life of Auntie Geeta, as I know her growing up as a young boy, visiting Trinidad multiple times, I want to thank her for all the life lessons she shared with me to make and to give and to bring into my life what I am today and who I am today. I want to thank Uncle Sunil, Sanjay, Chin, Auntie Vera, Nalini, Auntie Miles, Kelvin, Nigel, everybody who was beloved by her, for being here today, to be present here today. I will not repeat what Panditji said, but I want to ask you all and press you all on the heart to take the words of Panditji serious, and not only for this moment, for today and for the upcoming week, but for a lifetime. Life is all about choices we make. Good choices, bad choices. Where there's happiness, there's sorrow. Where there's love, there's hate. Panditji said yesterday as well, whoever could still remember what he said and listen carefully to him, the human hand is being given to help our fellow human beings on Mother Earth. So let's use it to help each other, to make a better world, to make a better life. With that being said, I want to thank everybody once again for your presence. This shows the legacy of Auntie Geeta. This shows the love, the good karmas she did. What she planted in her life is what she's reaping today. If I'm watching around, seeing everybody here, gathering to celebrate her life. With that being said, I want to ask you all for a minute and pray for her. Om Manadinidanam Devam Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundri Kaksha Preta Moksha Pradobhavaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Celebrating the life of Geeta, someone very special to her, Mr. Harold Ragunanan.
Pleasant good morning to everyone, and thank you all for being here today. On behalf of the Harrylal family, I want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone here, family, friends, the community, 103 FM, and I checked online and there's almost 1,000 viewers viewing online as well, for taking the time to join us as we remember and also celebrate Auntie Geeta's life. Your presence here today, as everyone mentioned, is a testament to the profound impact that Auntie Geeta had on so many people. We got bound not just by blood today, but by the love and the friendship and the generosity that she shared with each and every one of us. She was a devoted and proud mother of two wonderful boys here today, Sanjay and Sachin. They were the light of her life and the center of her world. And she gave everything she had to them, not just as a mom, but as a guide, a confidant, and a source of unwavering support in all of their endeavors. She raised them with love so deep and wisdom so pure that it will continue to guide them for the rest of their lives. As a wife to Mr. Harrylal, she was a pillar of love. She stood by his side, creating a home filled with laughter, with warmth, and unwavering love. And together, they built a family that radiated love and shared joy with everyone, and continue to do so with everyone who come into contact with them. But she was so much more than all of that. To me, and I know to many of you, she was like a mother as well. She had this extraordinary ability about her to make everyone feel seen, to feel valued, to feel cherished, and to feel loved. Everyone would know that her kindness and her generosity once again was boundless, and somehow her heart had room for everyone. Her voice had a way of making you feel at home. And whether it was just through her gentle smile, her wise words, or just the comfort of knowing she was there, you felt at home. But while we grieve today, let us also celebrate the life of an extraordinary woman. Her legacy is one of love. Love for her family, for her friends. And she taught us all the importance of giving generously, living fully, and treating people with love and kindness. 8 years ago, one of my friends who is here with us today, a gentleman by the name of Neil, introduced me to this family, and since then, they have become my family, and they have taken me in as one of their own. And sometimes when people say, yes, this person was like a mother to me, a lot of the times it's a very cliche statement. But in my case, it's not a cliche statement. She was actually, a mother to me. And I could safely say I would not be here where I am today in life without her love and her generosity especially, and her help, and treating me like one of her own sons and taking me in unconditionally as one of her own sons. And she didn't have to do that. I mean, she really didn't have to, but she did. And I could not be here today, really and truly and sincerely, without the impact and the help and the generosity and the love that she showed me. Every Sunday we would sit. When I met her, I was still in high school, so every Sunday we would sit before school the next day, and before I went back home, and she would ask me if I need anything, how's school going, and we would talk about any and everything under the sun, just like a mother and a son would. And I could have spoken to her about anything. And by extension, the rest of the family, especially Mr. Sunil Harrylal, who is also like a father to me, took me in as one of his own, and through him, I was able to meet Auntie Geeta, who will leave an everlasting impact, on my life going forward. And sometimes I feel like knowing that, she is not here with us physically to see how we will go on and how we will continue to blossom in life. I find joy in knowing that she would be happy to know the direction that myself, Sanjay, and Sachin is heading in. I once again want to thank the family, the Harrylal family, for being so kind and so generous, not just to me, I'm sure, but to everyone gathered here today, both in person and online. And on that same note, I want to use this opportunity to remind all of us here today that always take the opportunity to show your gratitude to the people in your life that deserve it. Don't wait till it's too late, and every opportunity that you have, please use it and show your appreciation. I'm thankful that I was here a couple of weeks ago and I was able to sit once again, strangely enough, on a Sunday, here with her upstairs in the balcony, and we had a chat just like the old days, and I was happy that we got to do that. Auntie Geeta may no longer be here with us in person, but her spirit and her lessons and her love and her generosity will remain in our hearts forever. Rest in peace, Auntie Geeta. You are deeply missed, and you will always be lovingly remembered.
Thank you, Harold. Friends, family, to deliver the eulogy, I invite Geeta's eldest son, Sanjay Harrylal.
Pleasant good morning and Sitaram to everyone. Today, I stand before you with a heavy heart, with grief, but filled with immense gratitude as I honor the life of my beloved mother, Geeta Beharry-Harrylal, or as I jokingly refer to her, Geeta Beharry-Harrylal. A life marked by humility, kindness, love, and an unwavering commitment to uplifting others. A legacy that will forever inspire those that she touched. Mom was born to Ramdeo and Rita Bihari in the warm and loving village of El Dorado, the youngest of her siblings, Gora, Puran, Dionarain, and Vishnu. Their family home on Kasi Extension Street was filled with laughter and love. She shared an especially close bond with her mother Rita, who shaped Mom's values of humility, faith, and selflessness. Mom's education began at El Dorado Hindu School, now Diljit Musai El Dorado South Hindu School. She later attended the prestigious St. Augustine Girls High School, or SAGS, where she nurtured a deep respect for learning. These qualities would become the foundation for her career and her personal mission to uplift others. As a marketing executive at the 103 FM, the first, the finest, Mom left a profound mark on the entertainment industry. She didn't just work there, she lived the mission of the station. Her goal wasn't simply sales, but to enrich lives, bring joy to communities, and strengthen the fabric of our nation. Her presence was the heart of 103 FM. Beloved colleagues like Mr. Henderson, Jason, Gyan, Rodney, Fazir, Karen, Crystal, Renuka, Lisa, Amrit, Sarah, Ria, Sarika, Vikash, Merlin, and Kavita were not just co-workers, but were extended family to us. Mom's deep faith guided her every step. As a devoted mother, as a devoted member of the El Dorado Shiv Mandir, she turned her spirituality into action. Whether through the Mandir or on her own, she sought to make a difference. She organized school books for children, distributed food bags to families, and provided clothing to those in need. She also fed homeless animals. These acts of kindness weren't for recognition, but were simply who she was. Her compassion even inspired Sachin and myself to establish the Ramdas Mathura Harrylal Education Fund in honor of our grandfather, ensuring her legacy of giving continues to touch lives.
As the bhajan reminds us, Aye bhi akela, jaye bhi akela. We come into this world alone, we leave alone.
My mother's love story with my father, Sunil Harilal, was one of partnership, respect, and devotion. She was stopped by him on a traffic exercise and was offered an ultimatum: give him a number or get a ticket. Okay, I'm just joking, folks. Back to the script. They married on the 3rd of July 2001 in a as you were. They married on the 3rd of June 2001 in a traditional village wedding. Dad walked from Balraj Street to Cassia Extension to take her hand in marriage, and together they built a home filled with love. Mom cared deeply for my grandfather, Ramdas Mathura Harilal, fondly known as Office, and cared deeply for her mother-in-law, Grace Harilal, supporting them with the same love and devotion she gave her own parents. As a mother, Mom was our guide and our anchor. Dad, Sachin, and I were her world, and she ensured we had everything we needed. Not just material things, but the values and strengths to face life's challenges. Sachin, her double 10 body, shared her buddhi, creating an unbreakable bond between them. She taught us discipline, responsibility, and compassion. But above all, she showed us what unconditional love truly means. Mom also had a unique way of bringing people together, whether decorating the house for Diwali and Christmas, hosting gatherings, or cheering to a cricket match. She created spaces where joy and connection thrived. Her warmth extended to her sibling-in-laws, Veera, Nalini, Nirmala, Surendra, Stephen, and the late Mike and Terry, and her nieces and nephews, which she viewed much more like sons and daughters, Nigel, Savi, Samita, Samantha, Aliyah, Kelly, Brandon, Kelvin, Kalisha, and Savita. She was also deeply connected to her cousins, Anne-Marie, Cheryl Ann, Sue, Charles, Radhika, Doolin, and Susan, and her close friends, Mukesh and Sophie, Caroline, Raymond, Michelle, Uncle Morgan, and Suresh, and Auntie Nisha, and Maggie. For Mom, relationships weren't solely defined by blood, but by love and mutual respect.
Shri Krishna's guidance to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita reminds us, the soul is eternal and indestructible. Death is certain for the born, and rebirth is certain for the dead. Therefore, you should not grieve over the inevitable.
Yeah, I see it. Here. No. Firstly, from my father and the entire family, we want to express that in life, during adversities and all good time, Geeta, my mother, gave her undying love to each and every member of this family, especially to my dad, Sachin, my grandmother, and myself. To my family, I must unequivocally state that we need not refer to family as in-laws or distant family. We are simply family. There are events throughout history, events that have galvanized and rallied support around a common goal. These events almost never come from light-hearted occurrences. Many times they go symbiotically with feelings of grief, hurt, and even hate, much like the emotions that we experience now. History, however, has proven that the results of these events mark drastic turning points. Let it be that the aftermath of my mother's passing be remembered as our turning point. A golden snapshot in time where any feeling of division be permanently relinquished, where we act as a benevolent force for the betterment of those around us, whether that be family, community, or country. Let it be that her passing usher in our finest hour, and where achievements can be echoed across generations, and where a standard of service and honor in her memory be attained. To my brothers and sisters, Sachin, Kelvin, Savita, Kalisha, and Jada, those are by blood, Harold and Akash by choice. As the new blood, it is our duty to drive forward the standard of service my mother would have wanted, and to enshrine this service for coming generations, particularly to my younger brother. Continue to reach for the stars. Whether we are batting across from the crease from each other, obeying our beloved Sebastian that Mom loves so much, we shall remain unified. And in that, we shall remain a constant force of good in this world. As I told Mommy last week, and she shares my sentiments, mind you, you, my brother, are meant for the doorsteps of greatness. My purpose is to deliver you there safely. To my father, much has been made in the way of God, being our shepherd, and his children being his sheep. I am here to tell you that our purpose is a little bit different. We are sheepdogs, the silent guardians that stand watch when the wolves come knocking. For almost the past 3 decades, you have stood guard in this family and this community from those wolves. I have joined you in that endeavor. There are dark days ahead, but we shall guard this family and this community from all manners of wrong that come its way, much like my mother would have wanted. In these dark days that do come, do not lose sight of the service to God and country that Grandpa started, and the good to humanity that inspired my mother to do so, and continue in his name. To my father in arms, protect and serve this family, protect and serve, and I shall guard and defend, as they shall us. To my mother, your legacy, your values, your ideals will reverberate through the fabric of our family. We are your voice. We will live for you, we will fight for you, we will win for you, and we will love for you. Om Satgati, may your soul find eternal peace and liberation. Ram Nam Satya Hai, the name of the Lord is the ultimate truth, and in his truth we shall find solace. We will miss you, Mom, but your values, your legacy, your love will remain with us. Sitaram.
At this juncture, as we celebrate the life of Geeta, friends, Alan, would do a rendition for her. And during this time, I want to ask Caroline and all members, as it relates to the special moving of the flowers, we'll be moving right into that right after. So to take the opportunity to do so, as we look into and continue to celebrate the life of our dear Geeta. Alan?
Thank you very much indeed. I've often been at this home to celebrate, and all the celebrations that have taken place, I've always been asked or volunteered to play a song on birthdays and other occasions. At least believe that I'll be playing for her this one. I'll go right ahead. As a mother, I think she deserves this one. Thank you very much. Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Thank you, Uncle Alan. And at this time, Babaji will lead Sunil in his respective obeisance to Geeta.
But they could hold it if they want. We say a prayer and then we'll
Hold it. Hold it and you say a prayer.
Prem se bolo Siapati Ramchandra ki jai. So you heard from this brilliant son. Of course, the other one is brilliant also. And I must take a minute to recognize CEO of Wondertree and the entire family. Thank you for your presence today. Thank you so much. Sometimes you hear people say, you go to a company and say, well, the person will go the extra mile. She went the extra 20 miles. If you have to excel and reach that, she went the extra 20 miles. Manushya Seva, Madhav Seva. She served human beings in the company. As a marketing executive, she served people. Manushya Seva, Seva, service to people, is service to Krishna Bhagavan. Manushya Seva, listen to it carefully, learn it. Madhav Seva is service to Krishna Bhagavan. When you do your duty and your responsibility to the hilt, it is equivalent to doing puja according to Bhagavad Gita.
So we'll join in this bhajan. Mujhe apne sharan mein le lo Ram.
We sing together. Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram kahiye, chahe ved hira kahi Rama, chahe ved hira kahi Rama, chahe ved hira hiye. Sita Ram, Sita Rama, Sita Ram kahiye, chahe ved hira kahi Rama, chahe ved kahi Rama, chahe ved kahiye. Sita Rama, Sita Rama. Mukh mein ho Ram Nama, Ram seva haath mein. Mukh mein ho Ram Nama, Ram seva haath mein. Tu अकेला नाही प्यारे, राम तेरे साथ में. विधि का विधान जान, विधि का विधान जान, हानि लाभ सही. सीताराम सीताराम,
सीताराम कहिए, चाहे विधि रागे रामा, चाहे
की डोर सौंपा हाथ दीननाथ के, महलों में राखे चाहे जो परी में वासुदेव। धन्यवाद निर्विवाद, धन्यवाद निर्विवाद, राम राम
कहिए सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम कहिए जाहि विधि राखे राम, जाहि विधि राखे राम, ताहि विधि रहिए सीताराम सीताराम।
आशा एक राम जी से दूसरी आशा छोड़ दे, नाता एक राम जी से दूसरे नाता तोड़ दे। साधु संग राम रंग, साधु संग राम रंग, अंग अंग कर रहिए
सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम कहिए जाहि विधि राखे राम, जाहि विधि राखे राम, राम कहिए सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम।
So we say Sitaram to each and everyone. Mukha mein ho Ram Naam. Remember, this is an eye-opener. Chant the name of Sri Ram. Illuminate yourself internally, externally. Honor your parents and show respect to all. Rama seva heart, as she did, use your hand to serve. To Akela nahi pyare, Sachin and other members of the family, you are never alone. Sri Ram is always side by side with you. Ram tere saath hai, always together with you. Prem se bolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki jai.
Thank you, Panditji. Sitaram, Sitaram. Hey, Geeta. Just to say Ram Nam Satya Hai. Before I invite the immediate family to come forward, we just want to, on behalf of Sunil and all members of the family, and if I forgot anyone, it is not intentional, to Panditji, to all members of the Eldorado Shiv Mandir, to Gyan, to all 103 FM, all family and friends, Kelvin, Savita, relatives, neighbors, villagers, local and international friends who came in, local and international friends on the live stream, our TTPS, and all others during this time. Thank you for your prayers and your thoughts offered to this family and offered to this celebration of life of my dear sister-in-law, Geeta Beharry-Harrylal. At this time, I want to invite the immediate family to come forward and to offer, to pay their respects and to offer their flowers. This will be immediately followed by 103 FM family. During this time, appropriate bhajans will be led by Gyan Ramlugan.
Mrityoramam पिंजरे के पंजरे तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंजरे
तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को।
बाहर से तू खामोश रहे, बाहर से तू खामोश रहे, भीतर भीतर रोई रे, हे भीतर भीतर रोई।
तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंजरे तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को।
Oh, Geet, you inspired us. You uplifted us.
कह न सके तुम अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंची क्या जिंदगानी रे।
कह न सके तू
अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी
पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे।
विधि लिखी तुम तथा लिखी, आंसू में पल मत को। तेरा दर्द न
जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंजरे तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने
You
को।
sang so beautifully during these 52 years. You sang, you sang, you sang. You uplifted all of us.
चुप के रोने वाले, रुकना छिपा के दिल की चाली रे। ओ चुप के रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल की चाली रे। ये पत्थर का देश पगल, ये पत्थर का देश पगल, कोई न तेरा
तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंजरे तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को।
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय,
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय,
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय,
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय।
गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय,
गोपाल जय जय गोविंद
गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय
गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय
ओ राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय ओ राधा रमन गोविंद जय राधा रमन गोविंद जय जय
Family and friends, we continue to celebrate the life of our dear Geeta. My dear friends, following 103 FM, and we know we have persons on Barrage Street as well as internal. So we're going to have two sides. On either side, you're coming up, and you're paying your respects. We'll have the flowers available right here, and you can pay your respects and continue as we celebrate the life of our dear Geeta.
So we continue to chant, Sunil.
I just want to ask the immediate family members if we can clear the aisle so that our friends and family neighbors can come up.
So we'll do this so we'll join in this song. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी
शरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम।
लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो,
लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, युगल चरण में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम।
जीवन दे के चाल बिछाया, रचते माया नाचन छाया, नाचन छाया। चिंता मेरी
कभी मिटेगी, चिंता मेरी कभी मिटेगी, जब चिंतन में ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में
जीवन देखे चाल बिछाया रच के माया नाचन छाया नाचन छाया चिंता मेरी तभी बीतेगी चिंता मेरी तभी बीतेगी जब चिंतन में ले लो राम मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम
राम हे राम राम हे राम
राम हे राम राम हे राम
गर गर यत को धर धर भत को कहा कहा अपना शिरपत को इस जीवन में मिलो न तुमको राम हे राम इस जीवन में मिलो न तुमको मुझे मरण में
ले लो राम मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम
मुझे
अपनी शरण में ले लो राम मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम 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 हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम 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 हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूपा जय जय राम
अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूपा जय जय राम
अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूपा जय जय राम हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम 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 हरि नारायण हरि नारायण
हरि नारायण जय राम राम राम
गोकुल बाबा नंद की लाला गिरिधर गोपाल जय जय राम
गोकुल बाला नंद के लाला गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय राम
गोकुल बाबा नंद की लाला गिरिधर गोपाल जय जय राम हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम 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 हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम 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 अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूपा जय जय राम
अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूपा जय जय राम
अयोध्यावासी श्री रामचंद्र आनंद रूपा जय जय राम हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम 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 हरि नारायण हरि नारायण हरि नारायण जय राम 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 हरि नारायण हरि नारायण Hari Narayana, Jai Ram Ram Ram, Hari Narayana, Hari Narayana, Hari Narayana, Jai Ram Ram Ram, Jai Ram Ram Ram, Jai Ram Ram Ram, Jai Ram Ram Ram.
While everyone paying their last respects, let us chant together. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Ram Ram Sitaram, Bhajuman Pyare Sitaram. Ram Ram Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Jai Raghunandana, Jai Ganesham, Avara Bihari Radhesham. Jai Raghunandana, Jai Ganesham, Avara Bihari Radhesham. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Uncha nija ek saman, sabko sanmati de Bhagavan. Uncha nija ek saman, sabko sanmati de Bhagavan. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Jai Jai Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram.
Gopala, Radha Lola, Gopala, Radha Lola, Murli Lola, Nandalala, Murli Lola, Nandalala, Gopala, Radha Lola, Gopala, Radha Lola, Murli Lola, Nandalala, Murli Lola, Nandalala.
Radha Lola, Murali Lola, Nandalala, Murali Lola, Nandalala.
Gopala, Radha Lola, Gopala, Radha Lola, Murali Lola, Nandalala, Murali Lola, Nandalala. Gopala, Radha Lola, Gopala, Radha Lola, Murali Lola, Nandalala, Murali Lola, Nandalala. Keshava Madhava Jana
friends at this time as we celebrate the life of Geeta and we prepare for the rites to continue as we leave for the Caroni Banks. We just want to ask those to the front of the house on the road to help us clear that path, to clear the path as we'll be coming out shortly. And as well, there are 2 maxis that are available. Neil and Hayden, the maxis are either in the Savannah or around Cora Road there for anyone who wish to, free of charge, to go on Cora Road, right? Okay, Panditji.
Let us all stand. Total silence, please. We clasp our hands. Om Anadhino Dhana Vishnu Shankha Chakra Gadadaram Apudu Pundarikaksham Pritugati Samudha Bhava. Again we ask Sri Vishnu Bhagavan to bless her, protect her, guide her. Om Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanira Bhavati Bharata Abhyutanam Adharmasya Tadatmanam Srijamyam Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Jadushkritam Dharma Sansthapanarathaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Sitaram 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 Kahiye Jahi Virhi Rakhe Rama Jahi Virhi Rakhe Rama Tahi Virhi Rahi Sitaram 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 Kahiye Jahi Virhi Rakhe Rama Jahi Virhi Rakhe Rama Tahi Virhi Rahi Sitaram Sitaram. प्रेम से बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र की जय. राम नाम सत्य है.
मैले चादर ओढ़ के कैसे मैले चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे मन ही मन शर्मा चादर
So as we're about to make our way to the cremation site, let us all join. Sita Rama Charana Ratne Mohe Anudina Bharanu Anugrahatore. Bless her soul, let it dwell in Rama. Each day make her pure, improve her karma. Abhaka chuna chana magi amore. Dina dayala anugratore. Oh Lord Rama, if it's one thing we're asking, give her your love and give her your blessing. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Oh Lord Rama, if it's one thing we're asking, give her your love, give her your blessing, give her your love, give her your blessing. Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Hey friends, Rick Ram here. I want to take this time out to send condolences going out to the entire Bihari family, the Harrylal family, and to the 103 FM family on the passing of our dear friend, Miss Geeta.
A beautiful Geeta, the nicest person I've ever met. She was a loving person. Her conversations felt like therapy. Her hugs felt like home. Geeta was one of the person who helped mold me into the woman I am today. I shared wonderful times around her, and whenever I felt different, hurt or sad, she would remind me of how amazing I am. Apart from entertainment, she encouraged me and guided me into becoming a successful person in other career opportunities. She would call and message often on how proud she was of Rick and I. I would always remind her that she was my role model, and she would smile. Today, I'm not going to say goodbye to you, Geets, because you will forever be in our hearts. If I had to choose a friend in every lifetime, it would definitely be you. We love you. We were supposed to have tea soon, so every time I miss you, I would drink a warm cup of tea to remember your warm love to all of us. Geets, I know you're hearing me. Send me a number in heaven, because we'll always need to hear your voice. We love you.
Hari Narayan Hari Om Hari Keshav Hari Govinda Hari Narayan Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayan Hari Om Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayan Hari Om Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayan Hari Om đi hết từ đá sách, đá sách đấy. Come back and say. But on that side. So, come on. Let's take it right.
How you going? No.
If you all want a view, please, in an orderly fashion. I've given you all 5 minutes for your commences. Yeah, those of you on the view, please, you can view and just make a, you know. Panditji, you know, Pandit Saran works with us on the radio station.
Hey, what around? Hold it strong, brother. Hold it strong, brother. Hold on strong, brother. Hold on strong, brother. Hold on. This boy, rap, Roy come. Tell him he was call him and he is up police station. My daughter says she talked. My daughter said she talked to you and she did. She called me and she said Ramson. She always said, oh, you see on film. So you asked him, right? You work with me? You work with me? Yeah.
We've all come in one accord to pay final tribute to our beloved. Let us all bow our heads in prayer. As we chant this mantra, we pray to Bhagavan, to Paramatma, that God from whom we have come and one day to whom we shall eventually return, asking and begging and praying that may this transition to the soul be a peaceful one. Adi Om. अनादिनी धनु देवा शंख चक्र गराधर अक्षय पुंडरीकाक्ष प्रेत मोक्ष प्रदोर्भव ओम करारविन्देन परारविन्दं मुखारविन्दे विनिवेश्यन्तं पत्रस्य पूतेशानं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसः स्मरामि ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. We came in one accord with one intention to pray on behalf of the soul. As loud as you can, the reply is Satya Hai. Ramanam Satya Hai. Ramanam Satya Hai. I don't think that's loud enough. Ramanam Satya Hai. Ramanam Satya Hai. Ramanam Satya Hai. Ma Pitra Bhagavani ki jai. Thank you.
Amo Gotra Peter Amo Pret Visram Kale Pishari Avignarata Kama Visram Bhutana Isha Pindaste Mayadiyate Topatishtatam Ramnam Satya.
Which one do you want? 3 guys following?
Nah, second plan.
Second plan?
Who's the next one? Shoulder just back.
Who's the same height? Yeah. Kevin, you want Nigel, Daddy, you want Sachin. Who's his strong right? Foot coach, right? Yeah. So, right, we face him now, right, gentlemen? We face him.
Holding the cloth with the hand.
You ready?
Right. One left.
Jai Jai Raghupati Raghav Rajam Ram Patita Pavan Sitaram Ram Ram Sitaram Vajuman Pyare Sitaram Ram Ram
North south.
Head knots.
Yeah. Right. Down. Down together.
Pyare Sitaram Jai Raghupati Raghav Raja Patita Pavan Sitaram. Om Madhyamu Gotra Pitaramu Preta Moksha Kamaha Astita Sanchayana Nimika Isha Pindaste Mayadiyate Taupatishtatam Ramnam Satya Hai. Right hand. Right. Straight to the fire. Straight to the fire.
No, but 103.
Oh, yes.
Here one more please. Come on. You come in. Hi. Yes. You should be here. He should be here. Richard. There, Richard. Oh. Good. No, just come right in. All right, come in. All right, so we went. Right, Ram Nam Satya Hai. On the shoulder, huh?
Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Good.
Ram Nam Satya Hai. 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 Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Judge.
Yeah. Yeah. Vẫn bảo báo dần dần. Aku some. I'll use this in.
Even the white ones are and the feather really very
Yeah.
We're offering it first or
That's very fire. That's the last one.
Police come there now. Go where you could.
Yeah, that one.
the flowers by the pen up on it.
Leave all the tenders. All the flowers. There's the flowers.
You can bend them on them. Bend them.
On our body?
Yeah.
You might have had this empty to buy a foot.
Put the bottle one side. Look for that bottle. Straight out.
Yeah, you want. This napkin now.
Take all that. Nice fellas. Well, let's shift the bend on one side and floor. One side and what the 5 fellas on one side.
6 hour yarn.
By the 6, yeah. Right.
6 hour yarn. Yeah. Shift the one side. He leaves that.
You know, throw a little box in that fancy piece, right? Right. Hold on just for you. Let's see you hold. Use this to come to get over. Follow it. Yeah, or she just
Mix it up.
Empty as much on each chest, eh?
not only long.
Yeah, empty out many chests.
Oh, God. Sorry, didn't land on you.
When you finish, put the stick in the box and empty it, right?
Empty most of it on each chest, eh? Yeah, okay, each chest is what has it. Yeah.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate. Keep the back down. See how now?
So we want to get some help to just lift the tent over, please, and carry it. If you all, some strong men. Thank you.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo.
As soon as you're all ready, the left hand you can go. Just remember to lift higher on this side.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yes, one person hold the stone and one person lift.
Put the in the fire, then we'll use this pen.
Everybody has to go together.
Yeah. His mom name was proper. She died a little while back. She really didn't call it her that time. Probably my cousin. I remember him, but I didn't see him.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Adyamu Putra Pitaramu Prita. Pritamukshakamaha Chittayam Daha Sadhanam Nama Isha Pindaste Mayadhyati Taupatishtatam Ramnam Satyahai. Achmanyam Punya Achmanyam Shudha Achmanyam Achmanyam Punya Achmanyam Shudha Achmanyam Samarapyami. Om Agniramili Puritam Yagyasya Devam Ritrijam Rutadam Ratnatadatam Brahman Bhagavan Shandit Bhuta Paukanam Yakshina Tishta Asanam Vinyoga Agni Devaya Namaha. Om Lohitaya Swaha. Om Udubhya Swaha. Agni Devaya Swaha. Som Somaya Swaha. Prajapataye Swaha. Indraya Swaha. Om Udubhya Swaha. Masebhya Swaha. Snayubhya Swaha. Astibhya Swaha. Om Ritase Swaha. Vayave Swaha. Ayasaya Swaha. Prayasaya Swaha. Samyasyaya Swaha. Vyasaya Swaha. Sudyasaya Swaha. Suchi Swaha. Suchite Swaha. Suchamanaya Swaha. Shokaya Swaha. Tapase Swaha. tapyate swaha. Tap tapya swaha, yamaya swaha, om antakaya swaha, om mrityave swaha, om brahmane swaha, om brahm hatyaye swaha, om vishwabhyo devebhya swaha, om yava prithvibhyam swaha. Dharamrajaya swaha.
Ready? In.
Just keep it down, eh?
Keep it down.
And be careful.
Away from you. And don't walk too fast. Don't walk too fast. Ritva dushkaram janata dharma dharma om kravyadaganim surprise. Wait. Kravyadaganim prahinuminduram yam rajam cha sagachaviti prabha Yaiva yamataro jata vedo devebhyo havyam cha dadatu prajanayata swaha. Continue. Om Kravyadaganim prahinomi duram yam rajam sagachaviti prabhaya Ihaivaya mitaro jata Vida devebhyo havyam cha dadatu prajanayata. Om Kravyadaganim prahinomi duram yam rajam cha sagacchata viti prabhaya vayamitaro jata vida devebhyo havyam cha dadatu prajanayata swaha. Om Kravyadaganim prahinomim duram yam rajam cha gaccha sapya Pravaya ihaiva mataro jata vida vyu avyam dadatu. Om Kravyadaganim pravyadam prahinomi duram yam rajasa gachaviti pravaya ihaiva mitaro jata vida devebhyo Avyam cha dadatu prajanayata swaha.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
After that, कृतानि ये च पुण्यशिरोचश्च कुरुक्षेत्र च गंगा च यमुना च सरिद्वारं कौशिकीं चन्द्रभागं च सर्वपापप्रकाशिनीं भद्रावकाशं सरयुं गण्डकीं तमसा तथा वैष्णवं च वरां च तीर्थानि पिण्डारकं तथा पृथिव्यां यानि तीर्थानि चतुर साधारस्तकम् कारमिन्दुं संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनो कामदमुक्षरं शैवमोङ्काराय नमो नमः ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणाय नारायणाय अनादिनो धनविष्णु शङ्खचक्रगदाधर महापुरुपुण्डरीकाक्षं प्रेतगति समुद्भव श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय राम नाम सत्य है
Jan. What are you doing? I think I learned more just to start the yeah. Really? You could eat this.